Well, it's some time now since the full-time whistle went at Wembley. It's been a busy few hours for me. I'm going on a flight very soon to Greece for a job in Greece. That's why I'm not out celebrating. I'm trapped in my bedroom. But there is so much to celebrate tonight from an Arsenal perspective. Arsenal turned up in the FA Cup final in a big way. This was a massive performance. We played the best team in England, the champions of the Premier League, and we were stronger than them. We were better than them. We matched them, and we outfought them, and we outplayed them. And Arsene Wenger has done it. He is the most decorated manager in FA Cup history, and Arsenal now the most decorated team in FA Cup history. 13 FA Cups, 7 I believe it is for Arsene Wenger. An extraordinary feat in the modern era. I tell you what, I don't think that will ever be beaten. In this age where managers don't have the longevity that he does, it would be something extraordinary for someone to go on and beat that now. That's going to be out there with the unbeaten Premier League season as one of the real kind of landmark moments of Arsene Wenger's career. What to say about the game? Arsenal back to front were brilliant. They were back to front brilliant. And actually, I'm going to go through the team and talk about every single player because they deserve it. David Ospina, we all doubted the decision to start him. He might have fared better on Diego Costa's goal, but there were some big saves in there. One from Costa in particular where he was brave, took one in the face. The back three, what can you say about them? Per Mertesacker, we've got to start with him. His first start of the season. 1 start, 1 trophy. A totemic, titanic performance from Per Mertesacker. You know, he's the club captain and he showed why today. That was astonishing what he produced. He was everywhere, particularly in the first hour of the game. He just mopped up everything. The back three suited him, I guess. Didn't have to do the running, didn't get drawn out into wide areas where he's vulnerable. But he was, to do that, having played so little football, extraordinary. Rob Holding, there's going to be plaudits for Rob Holding. What a season. You know, I saw him walking around the pitch with that FA Cup. A year ago, he was being relegated from the Championship with Bolton. And now I think it's frankly bizarre that he's not in the England squad. There can't be many finer young English centre-halves out there. You can keep your John Stones. You know, you can keep your Michael Keane. I wouldn't swap any of them for Rob Holding. He's quick, he's strong. He gave it back to Costa today. You know, he showed some attitude. He was absolutely brilliant. What about Nacho Monreal? This is an Arsenal team that had a few players playing out of position. You know, Mertesacker playing his first game, Oxlade-Chamberlain left wing-back. Monreal's out of position too. He's not been a centre-half his whole career, but he has been brilliant in this system. And as good as he's been at left wing-back, I think he's if Kolasinac comes in as a left wing-back, I think Monreal's still a real contender to start every single week as that left-sided centre-back because he is so good there. I keep getting distracted. This silverware, never mind the FA Cup, keeps catching my eye in the in this light. Monreal, right wing back Bellerin. We thought Oxlade-Chamberlain had made that role his own. Bellerin's come in and been brilliant. He almost got a goal today. He would have deserved it. Oxlade-Chamberlain, not a left wing back by any stretch of the imagination. After the game, said, "I'm not sure that wing back is my position, especially on the left." But he did what was asked of him today. Would we have been better off with Kieran Gibbs there? I don't think so. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain showed that he was the right pick. Central midfield, Granit Xhaka, a guy who's been criticised all season long, has ended the season with a fantastic run of form and the FA Cup. And what can you say about Aaron Ramsey? Broke a record today for the amount of ground covered within 90 minutes of an FA Cup final. Scored the second FA Cup winning goal of his career. Just a brilliant contribution. End to end, box to box. At times you were like, Aaron, sit, conserve yourself, protect the lead. But he just keeps going. And alongside Xhaka, this is the partnership, let's not forget, a year ago when Xhaka signed, we wanted to see. And now we're seeing it, and it is working. Ahead of that, Mesut Ozil doesn't turn up in big games, apparently. Well, he did today. He was sublime at times. The only thing let him down was his finishing, but everything else was outstanding. Some great touches, some great moments, and a slide tackle, well, foul really, on Eden Hazard. That was something to warm the hearts of Arsenal fans. Alexis Sanchez, if this was goodbye, Alexis, thank you for today, thank you for everything. At that board meeting Arsenal having next week, I mean, honestly, the manager's situation is going to be number one on the agenda. Number two must be, what can we afford to pay Alexis? A special athlete, and one I feel privileged to have watched. I hope that we'll see more. Danny Welbeck, picked out of Olivier Giroud, a big call, and he repaid the manager's faith several times over. Ran the channels, dragged the defenders around, got back into the midfield, won the ball, hit the post, unlucky not to score. A huge performance from Welbeck. And let's not forget the injury problems he's had. The athleticism that he's showing, despite that, is really something. And, after a full pre-season, he might be a different player. Guys came off the bench and made a contribution. Coquelin filled in at left wing back. Olivier Giroud, what an impact as a substitute, turning the game, creating that goal for Ramsey. He comes off the bench time after time. That's why I'd keep him, because there is not a better substitute in the Premier League than Olivier Giroud. And Mohamed Elneny came on to add his legs late in the game. Other players not involved today: Gabriel, who was brilliant against City; Cech, likewise. Koscielny. These people deserve credit for getting us to the final. But the team who are out there were outstanding. And we've got to talk about the manager. He's had plenty of critics this season, and I've been one. And I don't know what to say about him. His tenacity to keep going and keep finding the resources to carry on and remain professional is astonishing. And his record in this competition is something else. Another piece of silverware for him. Credit to him for the switch to the back three. It happened too late, but it changed our season so dramatically. 9 wins from 10, I think it is, since then. And Arsenal look a different side with that system. They look a side so good that, there will be people saying Arsene Wenger should stay. Is he going to? Is he not? I almost don't want to get into it tonight, because tonight is about celebrating the achievement of Arsene and the players collectively. My hunch is he might go. He's definitely talking about it as if it's a possibility. He refers to the team as they. He says, it's important that they keep the team together. Support of the club, adds a couple more players. He's not talking about it like it's necessarily his responsibility. On the other side of the coin, he says he knows what he wants to do. He's always known what he wants to do. And we've always thought that would stay. It's really hard to call. He kept his medal today. Usually he gives it away to an unfortunate member of staff who hasn't got one. He kept it today. Is that significant? I think he's going into this board meeting and there's going to be a shootout in there. And it's going to involve the chief executive. It's going to involve the owner. I think mud's going to be slung. And I don't know if Arsene knows if he's going to come out as the manager. I think it's genuinely up in the air. We will know on Wednesday or Thursday. But thank you for now, Arsene, for what you've done for this club. Thank you for another FA Cup. It's been a nightmare season at times, some awful moments. But we ended it with silverware. And, Liverpool didn't do that. Tottenham didn't do that. 3 FA Cups in, about 4 years. It is pretty impressive stuff. We wanted trophies. A few years ago, everyone was saying trophies over the top 4. Well, that's what we've got now. I would not swap today. I would not swap this trophy for being in that top 4. It's just been a great, great day. I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy it, guys. I'm leaving on a jet plane, but I'll be back middle of next week, Wednesday night. Perhaps by then we'll know something about what's going to happen next season, but let's not worry about that for now. Thanks for watching all season long. I will keep doing these videos throughout the summer, here and there. And please subscribe, and that way you'll see them. Alright guys, take care. We won the cup.